Want to shift to this? Tom Thayer, Bears radio color analyst, made some interesting comments about, you guessed it, our best friend Matt Nagy. Thayer was on Chicago radio a day ago, and he compared Matt Nagy to Terry Shea from 2004. Apparently, the similarities between Nagy and Shea were abundant. Shea failed because he was over-reliant on a bloated playbook. He was focused on, quote, from Eric Lambert, crafting smart plays to outwit the defense, that he never focused on the need for good execution. As a result, the offense was always disjointed and became easy to stop. So Tom Thayer is blaming Nagy and his playbook. Bears has been. Remember, Tom Thayer is a Bears employee. It is a correct statement to make, and a lot of that is true. Bloated playbook, over-reliance on playbook. That's why everybody said, these plays look great in practice. What's going on now in the game? It's because Matt Nagy cared so much about the static X's and O's. He never made a human element adjustment. This is like in baseball with sabermetrics. There's no human element adjustment. It's like Tony La Russa. Oh, it's a 1-2 count. I'm going to walk him. What? The analytics said so. Bull crap. Wrong. Wrong statement. Same thing here with Nagy. Too analytical, too paralyzed by the analytics. Paralysis by analysis. That was Matt Nagy. That's what they are saying. It's correct, but it's not fully there. How about I take it a step further? Matt Nagy's ego got him fired more than anything. The analytics are wrong. His over-reliance on a playbook is wrong. The way he treated the team in practice versus games, wrong. But you know what? More than anything, Matt Nagy's ego got him fired. Matt Nagy's disrespect of his players got him fired. His kids, not his players, his kids. Switching up Mitch Trubisky and Nick Foles, switching them back, murdering Justin Fields against the Browns. That is what got Matt Nagy fired. And he deserved it. I'm not mad at Tom Thayer for the statement. I just want to take it a step further so you know. Partial truth from Tom Thayer, full truth on this channel all the time. Matt Nagy got fired because he catered to his ego. He is egotistical, he is stubborn, and he apparently enjoys hurting players. Hurting Mitch Trubisky, hurting Allen Robinson, hurting Jordan Howard, hurting coaches in his path to stay on the team. Chuck Pagano. He stand. Offensive line coach. Always remember that. I'm not going to sit here and just fully agree with Thayer. The fact is, there were other factors that hurt Matt Nagy's career in Chicago. I know some of you are tired about me talking about it, and I'm trying my best to stray away. But I can't just forget now. I can't just say, let's move on yet. I want to see this team play first. See some games to where I could say, you know what, let's focus on Eberflus. Let's focus on Fields. Let's focus on Poles. Some of these players, this horrible wide receiving core, something else. And I really want to. But as of right now, I am still trying to get the bad taste that Matt Nagy left in my mouth out of my mouth. And it's very hard. And it's unfortunate. Really, it's unfortunate that we're sitting at this point today. It's even worse that somehow, some way, he found another job. I'm not against the guy making money and providing for his family. Go do something else. I mean, just stay away from football. You ruined the game enough. Just go somewhere else. I don't know. There are tons of things you could probably do. Go to corporate America. You do a great job there. egotistical, screwing his employees or his clients, he'd do great. Why stay in football? Why ruin other people's careers just for your happiness and pleasure? This has got to stop. I just had to react to that story. Well, it is correct. It doesn't tell the full story. That's why you come here. As Lambert said, the problem is that Nagy threw the entire playbook at the players long before they were ready. Correct. Great in 2018 with, yes, Mitch Trubisky. Then 2019, let's change everything up. Let's start running end-arounds with Cole frickin' Kmet. Cole Kmet? End-around? Tight end-around. Where's that in the Madden playbook? I don't even see that. I've never heard of it. Tight end-around. You'd think wide receiver, fullback even. I could see fullback. Tight end. Cole Kmet. Why? For what reason? He opened up his playbook too much. He laid it on everybody, and then he told everybody, do as I say, even though what he said was unsuccessful and wrong. Egotism, hubris, excessive pride. It's the fault of every man and woman. That's a life lesson. And we saw it happen right in front of our eyes with Matt Nagy. Even in sports we see it. Not just in life, in sports we see it. Excessive ego. Willing to non-conform to your players. Being so stuck in your ways for your own image and reputation, it will lead to you being fired. And it goes back to my original point to start off this entire video. You have to be learning. You have to be changing. You have to be hip and on the fly. If you're not, you're behind and regressive. Matt Nagy was never ahead of the game. He claimed he was. He claimed he was Sean McVay 2.0 or Sean McVay light, but he never was. Quarterback guru. No, he wasn't. And he never changed. After 2018, the success that he saw, everybody game planned for it. Then he just decided to call whatever came out of his ass, and it didn't work. And now we sit here today, Bears fans, with a new head coach again, a new GM, whole new team. Hope this is a word of wisdom to Matt Eberflus and Luke Getsy, Ryan Poles. Make sure that you're willing to change and be fluid a bit, because if you're not, I'll tell you this much, your ass is going to be on the street faster than you think. Thanks for watching today's show here on VPod TV, channel 59.3 in Roku. Really appreciate the time. Remember, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Jon Z Sports and on Facebook at Jon Zaghloul. You can watch more of this show. Search up Sports Talk Chicago, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, sportstalkchicago.com. Thank you all for watching. Tune in right here every night at 10:30 on VPod TV to watch more. Till next time, so long, everyone.